Hi and welcome to another video of Dad's RC Hangar. Today we're continuing with the Ruckus, with the Central UK Ruckus build. We ran out of time, which was in fact yesterday because I'm editing today, which will be probably tomorrow when you see it. Let's just carry on with the build, shall we? Right, okay, so that is together. Basically the instructions don't say much more than else than that really. But to be honest with you, you don't need much more than that to know that anyway. So we'll get our super duper, super Dad's RC Hangar enhanced plane stand. Now we're probably going to have to move something or another for this, I don't know what. So let's get that kind of balanced on there, which is a nice little balanced. Yeah, okay, let's, this goes upside down, doesn't it? Of course it does. It's a different type of, it's a low wing, not a high wing. Yeah, that is really random. It's a bit freaky to see that. Which way does it go? Yeah, it must go that way. Random. Right, okay, so there's a little hole at the bottom, square hole, to stick all my cables through. It doesn't matter how, you know, how they go through at the moment, because they're probably not going to take this ring off, to be honest with you. I swear I'm putting this back to front. This is so random. I think I'm putting it back to... Ah, I see. I see. I am putting it back to front. What a dippy sausage. Right, okay. What it was, I got all excited when we was putting it together. I brought the cables out through the bottom. This is the bottom of the wing. Just in case you didn't know. I was just testing you. So I'm going to stick them... I could pull it apart. But then, you know, I like to do things the hard way. Anyway, I hope all you people who are watching this are having a great day. Chilling out, watching a bit of YouTube. Thanks for popping by and watching me. I hope that building this is showing you how easy it is to build this. Yeah, I'm having fun. We'll get this built. It's been sitting here waiting to be built. Okay, I popped in and changed the connector from the Dean's to the XT60. I, you know, made holes in things and done things. It's all good fun. I could have done it on the, I could have made videos of it, but I think you'd be pretty bored if sitting me watch there trying to cut out foam. Right, so push the cables through the hole allocated underneath. And just for giggles, I just put to make sure that all the cables underneath are pulling through, which they are. I'm just going to tip it up and look underneath. Oh dear, hello. Oh, floating plane. I'm just going to pull it up. Right, okay. Okay, that seems to be a nice little fit. Now, there's one thing I did forget, and I didn't forget that. Now, how random is that? Now, on the other side, you've got, if you remember, I swear these are basically universal with the Riots, just a bit upside down, because you've got little plastic inserts, the small one at the back, a big one that goes into here. Now, should I have had those? Have I put them somewhere? Does it say that in the book that I should have had those? There's me saying how lovely and easy this is to build. Yeah, okay, it's it easy, it is. I mean, God, you know, you look at some of these other channels, these mega builds and all the woodwork and everything. No, that's complicated. No, it's no, I'm not missing them. So this is what our little hood's for. You get that basically fits nice and snug like that. It's a nut, and it's a nice little skid plate, there, isn't it? You've got 3 long screws. Like so, and they fit in there and there and here. Now there is a plastic insert below below the wood, But like you'll see, and so they'll go in nice. So we do this evenly. As I say, I don't want to start going super Schwarzenegger and doing it over tight and bending and God knows what else. I want to try and get a nice. See, that one's not going in for some reason. Don't know why. Let's try this back one. If not, we'll have to take it all out and see what's going on. That's going in, I think. Yes, that went in nicely. Look at that. Ooh. Like butter. This one, however, let's put it in there. No, I'll fit it in there, so it's just probably had a bit of a moment. There we go. Nice, and that's how it should be. Nice and easy until it starts to get a bit tough. That's popped up a bit there. That's okay. I could always, right, how do you know when to stop? I don't know. When it's tight, let's see if I can go tight before it starts squeezing it in. Excuse my fingernails today, they're a bit bad today. Probably because I need to cut them so they look worse than they are. Right, I think, I mean, I'm doing it like, I like to do finger tight because I do over tighten things. I don't know my own strength sometimes. Or I think it's not so much my own strength, it's there's gaps in plastic and foam. Right, that's probably digging in the foam, and I think that's, I would say pre-flight checks, just check them. You know, because otherwise you're going to end up, I don't know, that'll probably pop up. But there you go, look at that, that's nice. I do like that. That is good. Now, if I can, if I get the right, so if I just plop that over, without smashing too much of the plane, if I can get underneath. Well, I've labelled everything apart from that is that, so it'd be these two. Now, if I take the splitter off this, off my little canopy, these extensions are good as well. They've got a little hook on the end, so it stops them from falling off, which is really good. So let's put these on here. Excuse me. Let's make sure they get the polarity right. You watch, I'll probably connect it to something random that shouldn't be there. Okay. Then what we'll do, we'll get our, let's get this in shot a bit more for you. This is a good thing about the long extension that I plug my servo in, so I don't have to have the servo right underneath. So let's plug that in, that's good. And plug this in, and that's sort of good, I think. Yep, so let's put it on neutral. Boom. Now, yeah, you must be able to see that. That's not bad. That, in fact, that's pretty good. It looks pretty good. Let's do a bit of have seen something on here which you probably can't see from there, but when these horns come back here, they're actually digging into the foam. Whether that's a design flaw, I don't know, but you know, it'll only dig into one place and that's it. So once it's been dug, maybe you could put some sort of strengthening glue or whatever around it. Not a huge throw on these. They are on the top notch, so the throw's not that big. But then again, I don't know if it's meant to be an acrobatic plane. But let's, yeah, it's manual. Oh, I suppose, I mean, that's quite big, isn't it? And there you go. So there you go, that's the wing on. Okay, so let's just take the servo tester out. And basically I'm going to spin this round, so we're going to get some acrobatics going here. Doesn't look like the wingspan is as big as the Riot. Now I did clean. Can he do it? It feels like one of them games you play on fairgrounds where you've got to put the hoop around the metal, if you know what I mean, without touching it. It buzzes, if you've ever done that. Yeah. Now that don't worry about it. that, I don't know, that's pretty sexy. It looks really nice. The plane looks awesome. I mean, I think a lot of it is to do with the blue. I love blue. I'm gonna get the canopy in a minute, but wow, I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, right. So we've got the prop, and I bet you bottom dollar this is not balanced. So let's come over here. It just looks nice, doesn't it? I mean, look at that stance. It just looks nice, plain. I love it. Prop. Pop, pop, pop. Don't like these. I know. It's just they do the job, you know. But whatever. So anyway, there's 2 screws either side of the spinner. So loosen those off. You don't really need to see me doing this. I'll do it in shot so you can see me doing it. La 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 la. Typical spinner comes off, and here you go. You've got the nut, and there's these little pegs on here. You should be able to see it. Little pegs. Sorry, I get out the light. There's little pegs here. Now it's like a stopper, and you put it basically when you tighten the prop on. You need to leave it before, because if you don't, the spinner doesn't fit on properly. Pretty crazy. Right. So to loosen off this. As you loosen it off, the centre comes through here, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that protruding, if I can get that close. And if I tighten it up, it pulls it through and tightens up on the shaft, prop shaft. So we'll stick it on. Push it as hard as you can back, so that's fully back. Now the spanner that I've got for this, I think, is in my little toolbox. Now, if you remember, I did have an issue, and it's probably just a one-off, so please don't go by too much, but it spun off. So, and it was as tight as B, but I think I just had a dodge one. I had a Friday build. Okay, so this is a 10mm spanner, and what that is in metric, no, Imperial. I'm not sure what that is in Imperial. Let's just get my... I'm just interested. I've got 4 screws over there, and I don't know where they've come from. The canopy. Whew. Right, just before I go too mad tighten it, you just need to put this on and see if it's not in the right place. It won't get on there. So it needs to be exactly. Once again, I'm all fingers and thumbs. I've got it that I should be really working with superjets. I was on the nice big turbines, or some nice huge warbirds. These are just a bit too fiddly for my fingers, I think. No, so let's push it around a bit more. Let's push it about. It is notched on there. No, is that yeah, there you go. So if I push that prop, that's against that. So that is the perfect position. Now the hard thing is to tighten this without that moving. So let's just hold that in there. So I've just got the screwdriver in, but you know, you've got to be careful because you can. But it's between the screw and the little stopper. Just so. Now, did that move? Didn't it? This is the pain about this. Why they did it, I don't know. You know, it needs to be in that position. Why didn't they just do it so it was against the pin and then fit the spinner? Whew. God knows. I don't know. Don't know. Stupid, that's what they are. Sorry. Been a long day. Okay, right, let's tighten that up. Let's try. It's just. There's no real way of holding it without stopping that spinning. Oh look, okay. Let's just tighten it up so it starts to tighten and see if I can still move the prop. 10 days later. Okay, no, let's loosen that. I didn't have this much problem with the Riot. I think it went a bit better. They have got at the back of the prop. It has got little grooves, and then on the back of the plate, spinner plate, it has got grooves, but they're not big grooves. They're kind of little diddy ones. So let's just make sure I put the spinner on again. There you go. Yeah. And I didn't. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. There's trial and error on here. There's probably a way that I could probably stick something in there to stop it moving. It says, because I would like to take the prop off and balance it. I mean, should I do that anyway? I don't know. Let's do it. It's going to bug me, otherwise I'm going to have nightmares. Okay, let's pull that off. Pull the washer off. Remember to put the washer back on again, and the prop will come off. Remember you can actually see now the groovy bits at the back of the prop. I can show you that. It's really, there you go. Boom. Not really deep, are they? And of course the prop balancer is on the other side of the hanger. Of course it is. Can I reach it? I'm not going to stop. Hang on. Stop right there. Alright, I've just moved the camera as well. So this is my little prop spinner. There is a video, I have a video to show you how to balance the props. So basically on here you've got like 2 cups and a threaded rod, and these are 2 magnets. So you put the pointy end of the cup, I call them cups, they're probably called something else, but put that as middle as you can of the, I'm sure it doesn't matter, but middle as you can on the threaded rod. Okay, I'll show you in a second what I've done. So that's what you end up with. There you go. Okay, now you put this in between the magnet, and then this should basically, if it bounces, it will come back up again. Look at that. Not balanced prop. Let's just put it this side and let go. Not balanced. Well, mind you, saying that, it's not that heavy, that one side, so let me just get that into the middle. Okay, let me just push it so it's that side. Put a bit more on this side so I'm not, you know, just in case, and let go. Definitely not. It could do a bit off of here. Let's get some sandpaper. As I say, I moved everything the other day, and the only thing I haven't got is some sandpaper. Ah, of course. Let's just stop it right there a minute. Okay, back again. Got called for lunch. No, dinner. Okay. Now before I went, I just used a bit of sandpaper, and with the heavy edge, I just went across the back edge of where it had some some burr of the plastic. Just a nice light movement. Don't go mad, and we'll see if that's helped it at all. Now that's what you want to see, that nice rocking motion. It's still maybe a bit heavy on that edge. It's hard to see if I how many times I'm going to say it's still a bit heavy on that edge. So if we go across the edge and just on from the back, just a little, just on that edge. I mean, that's all you're going to need. It is not much. And there you go, one balanced prop. Wicked. Now that's going to stop vibration. You can imagine, I mean, I must admit I haven't got the technical data on me, but the RPM of this motor, revolutions per minute, how many times that spins around, and then that vibration gets massed in such a way that it vibrates the whole plane, which is not good, which then makes the do that rattle. Okay, let me just move the camera. Okay, so we're back to the propeller. Let's just zoom that in a bit more, a little bit. Back to the propeller. Now I found that holding my finger around the propeller and then putting my thumb on the propeller back plate, doing a turn, if you're kind of like holding both, it does stop it from moving until it's tight enough for both of the grooves to go against each other and stop moving. Now that propeller goes on there nice, so that's good. So keeping that, not going too mad, and just taking your time at turning it. I'm going to turn that pretty tight. It feels like it's going to go on forever and ever, but you know, because I've seen this prop fly off, I mean, you know, give it a tug. That doesn't look like it's going to fly off. It will make a noise before it does fly off, so don't worry about that, he says. Right, but do worry. Right, so once we're done that, we put these diddy screws back in the holes and tighten the spinner up. I mean, I must admit, I don't like the way it holds onto the shaft. I do like the motors that have got the built-in back plate on the shaft itself. Much more better, but you'll find them with more dearer planes. But this is still good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, yeah, I'm moaning about everything because I feel that you need to know about everything that I go through. So that's the prop. It's not the most sexiest prop, but then again, I'm going to put the master air screw prop on there eventually. But I've only got one left, so I don't want to use it up until I get another one. So at least if this breaks, I've got a spare. Okay, so that basically is the build. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to get the canopy. I'll get this plane into a better position so I can speak to you on camera, and we'll give it a little test on the transmitter. Give us a second. So this was the build of the Ruckus Century UK. Getting the light. I'm going to try. I don't really like the prop going around, but that looks pretty sexy to me, that plane. I love it. So as I say, you've got the LEDs, port starboard, green and red. There is the receiver with the aerials, horizontal and vertical. And if I actually move it, I won't move it with the prop, but you can see that the stabilisation wants to kick in, but it's not. It's not turned on. There you go. I mean, that's pretty. I love it. I do love it. It sounds pretty good. I can move it up just a little bit, but it's not on any blocks. In fact, I'll turn it off.
Engine off.
Engine off. Oh yes. Get that prop away from me. So there you go. It's a pretty sexy plane. I like it. I do like it. In fact, that's
on high, rudder high.
there you go. Rudder high. There you go. Turn the wheel. There you go.
Elevator high.
And of course it's high. There you go. And that's pretty good. I like it. Of course, it's not going to be up in the air for a little while, especially as it's coming up to the winter months, but you never know. Yeah. That, ladies and gentlemen, here's the Ruckus. And there you go. We've built the Ruckus. As I say, the cockpit or the canopy is still not screwed down. I've got to decide what man I'm going to put in. The cables all did fit forward. I still need to put some tape on here. In fact, I can take the battery out. So you see the cables all fit forward nicely. I've still got to do the CFG or CG to see.
Telemetry lost.
Yep, telemetry is lost. I can make these cables a bit better, so it's nicer or easier to put in and snap down. I'm not going to snap that down on there because I need to put that bit of tape at the back. But it's very, very simple to build. It looks a lovely plane. They do come in red. I'm not sure there's another colour, but I know there's red and blue. But I reckon it's going to fly nice. I've got a hunch. You know, it's. I mean, if it's got any scratches and bits and pieces, it's where it's been sitting about in the hangar and bits and pieces and me throwing things about. I think so. But yeah, I think the next time you'll see this is when I do a video pretty soon of to find the CG of the plane. It does say in the manual, they do normally say in the manual where the CG is. In this one it says 80 to 100 millimeters from the leading edge. So from here, between 80 and 100, and we'll check that out. I've got a little tool there, so I don't have to put my fingers under there to see what's going on. But basically, we'll play around with that with the battery. This is a 3S. 3S, what is it? 11.11 45C. We'll give that a go. See if we can get a good CG. If not, we'll put the 4S in. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed building that. I mean, the prop I'm always wary of. But you can see the importance, or you will see the importance of balancing the prop, because this, you can't, oh, there's a canopy falling off everywhere, but if I just shake that a little bit, yeah, that's what you hear in the sky when you haven't got a balanced prop. It just vibrates, and it's no good for the plane. Whether it's a foam, whether it's a cheap foam, you want to keep it as long as you can. For the sake of the wings and how easy they are to go on, I will probably put them on the field. Just a bit of a prep as you get there. You know, it's nice to turn. This will fit in the back of the car, but it's in the hangar. I mean, if you've got one of these lucky people that have got a massive hangar, no problem. You stick it up on the wall, bosh in the car, bosh out the car, bosh in the air. Awesome. But like me, it's a bit more of a bosh, wiggle, wiggle, bosh, and it's in the air for a little while anyway. Yeah, so I'll probably take the wings off. It's not hard to do, as you saw them 3 screws. I have got the cables to disconnect from this, but once I've made the cable loom a bit tighter, that what I will show you. Obviously, when they do the maiden, the maiden's probably not going to be till next year unless we get a really lovely cold winter sunny day, and then I'll take this as well as the Riot, and we get it up in the air so we can do a good maiden for you. I was thinking as well is that you could put an FPV camera in here, but it's smoked glass or smoked plastic. That might look pretty cool. What's it called? Sepia, is it? You know, so the film will be in sepia, old-fashioned. Maybe I should use my old-fashioned chap, the pilot, in there, eh? Anyway, listen, thanks for watching, and please subscribe and watch all my other weird and crazy and silly YouTube movies about the RC flight and my journey, and hopefully that you'll be able to join me. So until then, keep safe, keep flying, and have fun. See you later now. Bye-bye. Okay, we had to stop it right there. A bit blunt and a bit short, because last night when I was compiling the video ready to pop up to YouTube, I realised that it was nearly an hour, and I'm normally trying to keep things like 30 minutes, you know, so it's a nice train ride or whatever, so to not to bore you too much, I do that enough waffling on. But there you go. So it is today, is tomorrow, yesterday, when I made the video. Today, tomorrow. Anyway, so I'm going to have to cut this and make a build part 2 of the Ruckus. So until then, keep safe, keep flying, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da now.